All right, gather round, strap in because this is what it's all about. This is Andy's transformation process, and this is the difference. This is the sauce on how to actually make and hold on to the changes that you're looking to make. So this is where we're coming from. Over the last year plus now, I've been really obsessed. I've been digging deep, like big tailspin, you guys, on why some things work, why some people are having great success and staying that way and continuing to evolve and progress, and why sometimes things work really good and then we go back. This has been my study. This has been the focus of my all my endeavors, my obsessions lately. And this is where we come up with this is what we kind of settled on. So first of all, noticed a big difference between knowing and doing. And to my dismay, it turns out that it's really not the knowing. It's not the exercise program. It's not the diet plan. It's not the measure. There's nothing magic about any of those things. Any half ass plan works for most of us. If you're just looking to feel better and move better and be less sore and have a better quality of life, it's not that complicated. There's also a real big gap between the actual knowing of the things and the doing of the things. By that I mean nobody is surprised. No, like nobody doesn't know that. Oh, maybe this ice cream and this Netflix kind of behavior. Maybe that's not how I get fit. Maybe that's not how I get what I want. I know what I should do, but I don't do it. That there's a gap there. There's a problem, and I've been focused. How do I bridge that gap? How do we actually get the doing? And this is hard for me because I really like technicalities. I really like program design and periodization, intensify, accumulate, deload. I like the technicalities of the movements and stuff. But that's really not what most of us need. That's not where the sauce is. So here's where things have gone to looking at actually changing things. There's two kind of ways that we look at this, and I'm looking at it totally backwards now. The classic level approach to changing things, to leveling myself up, is I'm a certain way. Maybe I'm less fit. Maybe I'm not strong. Maybe I'm a bit soft. Maybe whatever state that I'm in currently. I'm in a state and I recognize, oh, I'd like to be in a different state. Maybe I want to look fit or be able to do a thing or not be sore or whatever that change is that I desire. That's a different desired state. What do I do? Oh, I want to be different. So I'm going to do something different. Maybe I'm going to go to the gym or maybe I'm going to eat better or follow a diet plan or whatever. I'm going to do something different. It makes sense. I'm trying to be different. I'm going to do something different. Problem is that works while it works, right? If I'm doing something different, it might work. You might get fit, you might get some results. But the thing is, if I haven't changed who I'm being, if I'm still the same values, still the same identity, level one Andy that I was when I started doing something different, as soon as that motivation goes away, as soon as the accountability goes away, and I still have the same core values, the same core identity of me, maybe that wasn't serving me. Maybe that was putting me in the position that I started in that I wanted to change. I go back to that, and then my results go away. I end up spiraling back to where I started, maybe even worse sometimes. So it wasn't the doing of the thing. It definitely wasn't the knowing of the thing. Maybe the doing of the thing, but that's not how we secure things. As opposed to if I change who I'm actually being. So I'm looking at this backwards. If I can change who I'm being at like an identity level, then it's easy. Then things are easy instead of, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna do the meal plan instead of what I'm doing. What who am I? If I can change that and actually accomplish that, then it's easy. If you're now just someone who goes to the gym, I'm just someone who tends to eat well. If you are that way, if you can make that change at more of a being and less of a doing level, it's easy. You don't need motivation. You don't need someone, hey, you coming to the gym today? Of course, that's just what I do, right? It's hard to accomplish. I guess is a bit of an art, is a bit of a skill, and this is where I've been focused and obsessed and researching for the last year ish. The difference that we're looking at, to kind of give you an example, the difference between doing something, I'm not going to change my identity level. I'm just going to go to the gym. I might drink the water. Maybe I'll avoid some sugar. Maybe I'll quit the smoking. Those are things that you can do, and they can work. They can work short term at least, and that can actually maybe get you in the right direction. But if you can look at that also, and or from an identity level of things, instead of, oh, I'm going to go to the gym, maybe, hey, I am someone who values exercise. I'm just someone who seeks activity. That's who I am. That's what I do. That's different, and that sticks if you can get there. I'm just someone who drinks water. People are like that. They'll say, I'm the kind of person who drinks water versus, oh, I'm going to drink some water for my goals. um versus I'm just the person who tends to eat in a healthy way, or I'm the person who likes that kind. I see value. My values, my core principles are in line with these things. If you can get that change, then you're good. Then things stay there. It almost becomes hard not to improve and not to progress when you can actually make these changes. Of course, it isn't as easy as just knowing that and deciding. There is a process, and this is where the sauce is. This is what I've been trying to unpack. Like, how do I elicit these changes at these levels? How do I help people doing it? And here we are. Here are all my strategies. So these are the glues. These are the techniques that we use to stick the outcomes. Of course, we're going to do the things. You still do the things. You still go to the gym. You still follow the plan. You still learn the stuff. But run this kind of stuff in the background in the underlayers, and this is what makes things stick. All these strategies, I've got things like identifying statements, chrysalis or identity level one breakers, reticular activating system, Rails conscious versus limbic system states, all of this stuff we can use to actually reprogram some neural path, like some brain pathways. We can actually physically restructure your brain pathways, like your neurons, your brain stuff, in ways that will keep you in line with your new identity and make your results hard not to achieve. I've been building couple special tools. I call it Andy's Bridge Journal. Is a really powerful tool that we can use to apply and secure these things. All of these things are we'll use, and we'll talk about how to apply. These are all the things that we use to actually secure this behavior, this being change. Change who you're being, your identity level changes instead of just doing something different, losing fire and going back to level one. And this is actually, let's get to level two, get rid of level one. Level one goes away. Now I'm level two. I actually am the way that I'm trying to be. Then you just get the results inherently by accident. This is what we're gonna look at. This is how we get it done. We'll see you out there.